Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show for this AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We kick off New Year's Day. Happy New Year's to everybody watching Connect TV. Thank you for watching. Coming up, Orange Cassidy takes one-on-one against Hangman Page. Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart. The Hurt Syndicate versus the Acclaim. And Jeff Jarrett makes an announcement regarding his future. And then my main event, a huge six-man tag team match as the Death Riders, led by John Moxley, the AEW champion, taking on the returning Rated R FTR of Edge and FTR, well known as the Revival. We'll get to the Pro Wrestling Show coming up as well, and include this too. John Cena saying he has something planned for him going for his retirement tour. Everybody's retiring. Coming up, we'll talk about it coming up on Wrestling Hot Topic. And Speedball Mike Bailey has something going on with him. We'll get to that coming up. Let's get to the Pro Wrestling Show. And it starts right now with the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on this New Year's Day edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Celebrating 2025, and whatever way you're going to celebrate 2025 for the bank. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to get down to this. Let's get down to it. All right, we kick things off with Rated R, FTR, Edge, and FTR with their newly alliance. They're coming back to help AEW right the wrongs of what's going on with AEW with John Moxley taking on. Could they be the ones to save AEW from Moxley's terror? We'll have to wait and see on that one. But we'll get to it coming up a little bit later on. But they kicked off the show. Well, Hangman Page took on Orange Cassidy tonight. Hangman Page didn't care what the crowd thought of him. He just flipped the bird on everybody. I mean, Hangman Page looking like he wants to be the person that really snapped and really lost his mind in AEW. Hangman Page feels like it really didn't matter to him. He won his match tonight over Orange Cassidy. I don't think Orange Cassidy really being honest with you, Orange Cassidy, look, he's kind of not himself. Orange Cassidy could be doing what he wants to do when he wants to do it. But Hangman Page looks like he's playing a new set of rules for himself. Doing what he wants to do when he wants to do it. And Hangman kind of making it seem like he's on another trajectory of what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. Settle, we'll see. Also, too, the Hurt Syndicate was in action as well. We know that Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin were in action tonight. The Hurt Syndicate kind of leading the pack and leading the way what they want to do and how they want to do it. Who they're targeting and stuff. The Hurt Syndicate with MVP as their manager won their match tonight. They won their match tonight over the Acclaim. And really, there's some issues going on with the Acclaim. It looked like that Anthony Bowens decided he wants to do business for himself. Bowens decided to leave his tag team partner behind. He did so tonight. With Max Caster, just left Max Caster from behind, left him. We really thought Max Caster was going to be the one to turn on Bowens, but it seems like Bowens getting turned on Caster before Caster turns on him. And Bowens doing a quick receipt, doing it to his own self-interest tonight. But Bowens really setting up the foundation, the table of what he's going to do. Did Anthony Bowens join the Hurt Syndicate? And then too, nothing against the the Hurt Syndicate and stuff. But could you see Anthony Bowens be a member of the Hurt Syndicate? I mean, the Hurt Syndicate, they're all about winning gold, but then I don't know if there'll be an issue with Bowens, since Bowens is proclaiming himself being openly gay and stuff. But there's nothing wrong with that. But that's the point. That's sort of like how you're going to transition yourself. And would it be like, hey, well, he's a member. He just likes. He's like the same. He likes. He. I don't know what to say about that. That's kind of weird, and I'm kind of trying to paraphrase it and stuff. Trying to figure out how to say it. It's kind of like you wearing shirts and skins. What the dudes like skins for women, but he likes the shirts. So it's kind of confusing, but I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm not judging him. I'm not questioning him. But you live your life for how you want to live it. But you kind of got to realize and wonder, like, hey, what is they doing with this? But who knows? I mean, Anthony Bowens could make a great fit into the Hurt business, but we'll see. But I would think Ricky Starks would probably make a good fit. But I'm not knocking Anthony Bowens, but it's just kind of that they kind of like women and he likes men. It's just we'll see how this all going to progress and play out. Well, Jeff Jarrett came out there, and Jeff Jarrett made a rebel decision. Jeff Jarrett wants to guard his future. Double J, Jeff Jarrett has been wrestling the spans of all companies. He started in Memphis Wrestling. He started in WWE, WCW. He even founded TNA and wrestling TNA, and now he's in AEW. Jeff Jarrett, a legend among legends when it comes into wrestling business. But Jeff Jarrett decided that he signed his last wrestling contract for AEW. So Jeff Jarrett, we're going to be riding to the sunset in AEW. We won't be signed nowhere else. Good for Jeff Jarrett. Almost 40 years in wrestling, started in 1986. So Jeff Jarrett been doing it for 40 years. Jeff Jarrett is going to end his career with AEW. What a way for Double J Jeff Jarrett to end his career. And Jeff Jarrett wants to do something that he has done before, win a world championship. Jeff Jarrett, a former NWA champion and a WCW champion. Jeff Jarrett wants to ride the sunset one more time. Jeff Jarrett wants to do so. We'll see what Jeff Jarrett is going to bring to the table. Jeff Jarrett is going to do so. So we'll see what Jeff Jarrett is going to do. Jeff Jarrett said he wants to win the AEW championship. That's his wants to do. So Jeff Jarrett is going to enter the Battle Royal. Jeff Jarrett wants to do this for his own standing. So I can see Jeff Jarrett winning and stuff. Who knows for Jeff Jarrett? But he's going to end that Casino Battle Royal next week. See if he got what it takes to win the AEW championship down the road. Well, speaking of that, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, she made an appearance. She'll be taking on Mika in New Japan Strong for her TBS championship. The New Japan Strong Women's title. So she wants to come out there. Everybody was trying to come out there to make an appearance and stuff. What they need to do? Sasha Banks. Mercedes. I'm so used to saying Sasha Banks. Mercedes came out there and doing what she needed to do. Julia Hart was in action as well. She took on Jamie Hayter and put Jamie Hayter away down the instance. Saw that tonight. As well as Powerhouse Hobbs was in a jobber match. He took out two jobbers, make him look good by taking them down and taking them out. He wants to lead the Primrose path, and who knows what they're going to push. I could see Powerhouse Hobbs in the Hurt business. You never know, but Who knows? I can probably see him feuding with Lashley down the road. Who knows? It could be a possibility on that situation, but we have to wait and see and stuff. Powerhouse Hobbs getting the job done quick and easy as he did tonight. Uh, who knows? He can probably be in the hurt business. You never know. Also, too, we saw this tonight. Swerve Strickland being beat up, being down and out by Ricochet. Ricochet getting revenge on Swerve and what Swerve did to him on Collision and stuff. And Swerve didn't know what to do, what to think. And Swerve really got to realize Ricochet is like the dude from American Psycho. Ricochet came out of nowhere and attacked Swerve with some scissors, lacerating him in the forehead, causing Swerve to bleed. So Swerve moving on to a new feud instead of the Hurt Business. He's going to have to deal with Ricochet. And the Ricochet pummel and attack a bloody Swerve Strickland and left him bloody and left him laying. Man, what is really going on? It's just Swerve Strickland being attacked by Ricochet tonight. And Swerve realized Ricochet is more evil than ever. I didn't know Ricochet had this in him, but said we had to see what Ricochet is going to do and how Ricochet is going to play out with that. Jay White looking to become world champion. Jay White want to get his hands on John Moxley. What Moxley did, Moxley with his rebels and stuff, the Death Riders and stuff. We'll see if Jay White could get his hands on. We'll have to wait and see. But Jay White was in action tonight, and he won his match tonight. Jay White did in that match amongst a triple threat match against him, Swerve, and somebody else that was in that match. I forgot, but Jay White won the match tonight. Could we see a teaser between the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho's stable, and Edge? We know that Edge and FTR want to get their hands on Jericho's Learning Tree. Jericho wasn't in town. As the Learning Tree people called them out and called them everything in the book. And here's what they said tonight. Make it seem that way and stuff and how they was going to go. But this is far from over. I can tell you that right now. Jericho's going to get involved, and they're not going to let this rest between Jericho and you know who. So we could see that being that way on how that's going to go down eventually, because they was calling each other names and stuff, name calling each other. So that was all about tonight. Speaking of that, MJF saying that he wants to go for the world goal again. He wants the world title. MJF said he'll do anything he can do to get the world championship back in his brand. He hasn't had it since a year ago. MJF wants it back. We'll have to wait and see what MJF is going to do. Speaking of that, we could see the return of Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega could be returning back. A lot of players coming back into the forefront, which they should have been doing a long time ago with Omega and the rest of them. And they'll kind of lead to what's going on with AEW and stuff, how that foundation is and stuff. But Kenny Omega, one of the founding members of AEW, returning where he should be coming back. We get to this, the main event. As you see, rated FTR coming back in between, and they was ready tonight, and they did look ready. It was in their hometown with the Fight for the Fallen, raising money for them storms that came through in that the hometown Asheville when it was flooded out real bad stuff. They went against the Death Riders. They won against the Death Riders, putting the Death Riders through that misery. The battle has far begun, but the fight has continued on going. So we'll see. But Rated FTR wins in their hometown. Congratulations to Rated FTR tonight. All right, that ends the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. Speaking of Edge, his wife, Beth Phoenix, showed a pic of herself. She showed herself with I guess her weight loss. This is before and this is after her had gained women's six-pack abs. She's gaining it back. So Beth Phoenix Who knows? Could she become the AEW? We'll have to wait and see and stuff, but never know. Beth Phoenix coming back. Well, speaking of that, WWE saying about the on Netflix, they removed everything from their Peacock from anything that dealing with Raw, and they scrubbed it away, and now they're bringing everything from Raw footage. So they got classic Raw episodes, superstar profiles, top 10 picks, the best of Raw. I mean, everything's on here. Big E hosting some Raw classes or something. So they're really turning Netflix into a Raw flicks with that, and I can expect them probably leave their contract with Peacock down the road, probably like next year when their contracts is up. See them not continuing with Peacock and stuff, and moving straight to Netflix with their events and stuff moving forward. But speaking of events, we can tell you this: the AEW Dynamite is on Max, and they're showing everything the thing they got with Max and stuff. So all these shows, everything going to streaming, and it's going streaming. I kind of figured it was going streaming, even to the point right here that Dynamite, even True TV is going to get Dynamite as well on Friday. Uh, we're seeing a lot of stuff coming up. So hey, we're seeing it coming forward. But it's AEW and WWE. This AEW with their catalog on Max, doing that for Max, and how there's going to be for Max going forward. Jay Cargill has returned. Jay Cargill, no strange to AEW. She got started in AEW. She's returning back, and she's showing herself in a bloody suit. Jay Cargill might be showing something that we might not know what's going on, but Jade might going on. She probably know who attacked her. She's not saying nothing, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. Well, speaking of that, Speedball Mike Bailey saying that he's departing from TNA, and it's suspected that he may be heading to AEW to bring his unique style to AEW. Speedball Mike Bailey kind of reminds me of a young Rob Van Dam with his educational feat and his quite techniques in martial arts. So he's gonna bring that to AEW. We'll see what Speedball Mike Bailey is gonna do. Main event Jay Uso made a prediction this year, a New Year's resolution. He wants to win the world championship. We don't know what world championship he's talking about, either the WWE title or the world heavyweight championship. I'm guessing the world heavyweight championship. So main event Uso saying that he wants to be world champion. I could see that. I kind of was trying to think and put in favor that main event Jay Uso could be next in line for a shot at the world championship. He's putting that into existence. So we'll see. Speaking of existence, Almost learned the craft of Japan and almost won a championship with Shinsuke Nakamura and stuff. He ain't won one with Shinsuke, but he kind of saw Nakamura, the United States champion in Japan, taking somebody down tonight. Whatever. But almost won some gold as well. Almost winning tag team gold in Japan, being Japan tag team champion. We saw Omos trying to win some gold. So Omos trying to be a champion amongst the masses. So congratulations to Omos. Even to the point now that we're sorry to say that Sweet Daddy Siki, he wrestled in the territory days in Memphis and stuff, passed away at the age of 91. So Sweet Daddy Siki was getting there, and he passed away. Our thoughts circumstances for his family and his friends at this time. Our condolences and prayers. Finally, we get to this. John Cena. John Cena showing this. I don't know why he's doing that for American Psycho with Christian Bale. He's trying to peel himself out. Who knows what Cena's gonna do? But, a lot of people are retiring. Cena, Jeff Jarrett, and everybody else. So everybody's retiring and stuff. But we see this. John Cena bring out new merchandise. And what new merchandise he's bringing out? Cena with new merchandise. He'll be on Raw this Monday for the Raw on Netflix. John Cena getting himself ready for his final farewell tour. Like I said, last time is now in the farewell tour for John Cena. John Cena cleared out his schedule for 2025. So we're gonna see John Cena wrestle accordingly and stuff. We'll see. And finally, right here, we're hearing that Tribute to the Troops was not a special this year. It could be a special next year. It's under consideration. Could we see Tribute to the Troops coming back? And for who knows? But Tribute to the Troops was supposed to be for military um, endeavor for the armed forces to show their support for them. We could see Tribute to the Troops coming back more than ever. So hey, who knows with Tribute to the Troops and stuff and how that's going to be moving forward. All right, we're gonna leave you with rated RK FTR winning their 6-man tag team match, coming back, kicking out AEW, hitting that restart button. About time. Show something interesting, but hey, they're gaining some momentum. They're gaining with everything. The Hurt Business, even tonight, what Ricochet did to Swerve, it's kind of getting good a little bit. Better. It's getting better. I can say that. Thank you for all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. We'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.